Hey everybody, Crystal here with Family Life Fitness online training. Today we're going to be focusing on the core. We're going to be doing 30 minutes of non-traditional core exercises. First, we're going to start off with core breath. Core breath is something you can incorporate into all of your exercises that you do with me. This is a breathing technique to better engage your inner core muscles. So we're going to start off with that, and then we'll move into some non-traditional core exercises that you'll be using your core breath with, or you're going to be incorporating your core breath into these exercises. So what I'd like you to do, if you have either a hard chair or if you do own a stability ball, stability balls are great. You can find them anywhere. What I'd like you to do, as I said, sit on your stability ball or a hard chair. I want you to separate your bum cheeks so your sits bones are on the chair, and you can feel your perineum resting on the surface. So whether it's the top of the ball or the top of the chair, your perineum is between your vagina and your anus. This just gives some feedback while doing your core exercises. The core breath. The core breath actually really helps to engage our pelvic floor, something that we don't traditionally engage when we do common core exercises like your planks or your sit-ups. So you'll notice, and you may not notice it's something that will happen, you're going to really feel the engagement, but doing these core breath exercises, we are engaging our pelvic floor, which a lot of us, as I said before, we don't tend to focus on that muscle, and it is a very important muscle, especially for women. So core breath, what I'd like you to do, we're just going to start off, as I said, sit bones on your chair. You're going to have your feet pelvis width apart and toes facing forward. I want you to have a gentle curve in your back and also be lifting up. So you want to be nice and tall. Soften your shoulders and also soften your rib cage. I want you to place one hand on your stomach and one hand on your rib cage. This breathing technique, I really want you to focus on how you're breathing. So I want you to inhale through your nose like you're smelling flowers, and exhale through your mouth like you're blowing out candles. So inhale through your nose like you're smelling flowers, and exhale like you're blowing out candles. Now, one thing I want you to focus on is breathing sideways. So you're going to breathe into your rib cage. So that's why I have your hand just gently on your ribs. So you're going to expand your rib cage as you inhale, and then exhale to close your rib cage. One technique, or one actually cue you can use, is visualize your ribs as an umbrella. When you inhale, your umbrella opens. When you exhale, your umbrella closes. So that's a good visual cue that you can use to help breathe sideways. So your hand on your stomach is there. I want you to breathe some air into your stomach as well. So you're going to breathe into your rib cage, and then I want you to breathe a little bit of air into your stomach. So if you're a numbers person, it's about 70% into your ribs and 30% into your stomach. But don't try and fixate on that. I always tell my clients to focus on breathing into their rib cage, and the rest of the air will just empty into the stomach. Okay, so you're going to inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale through your nose. Exhale. Now, one thing you also want to keep going, I want everyone to keep going while I'm talking. You really want to focus on taking this nice and slow. If you go too fast, you're going to get lightheaded. So I want you to do about a 3 count in and a 3 count out. Good. 3 count in and a 3 count out. So really make sure all of that air is out of your stomach and your rib cage as you exhale, and when you inhale, you really want to breathe all that air in. So what this is doing is your diaphragm and your pelvic floor work together. So when you inhale, your pelvic floor and your diaphragm go, when you inhale, your diaphragm and your pelvic floor go down. When you exhale, they go up. So inhale, they go down. Exhale, they go up. So they work in synergy, your diaphragm and your pelvic floor. So when you're exhaling, that's when you're getting your true engagement. And you'll notice when we do these exercises that you're engaging the muscles on your exhale rather than your inhale. So it is a different thinking of breathing, but with this type of breathing, as I said, you're really engaging your inner core. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to add one element to the core breath. This is something I suggest just kind of tread lightly on this one. You don't have to go full bore with this and do, it's a Kegel that we're going to do. So this is actually, so as we're exhaling, our pelvic floor goes up, we're going to do a Kegel to really engage that pelvic floor even more, okay? So if this is something that you're finding is getting a little bit too complicated, then just focus on your core breath. The Kegel will come with more practice. So this is an exercise that I do suggest you practice quite regularly. So hand on your ribs, hand on your stomach. You're going to take an inhale in. On your exhale, I want you to do your Kegel. So a Kegel is something it's almost like you're lifting up through your vagina. So you're almost think about holding pee. So you're lifting up to hold that pee. Almost like a blueberry at the bottom of your, this is something that another cue. You have a blueberry at the bottom of your ball, so around your vagina. And what you're doing is you're picking up the blueberry gently and then letting it drop. Pick it up and let it drop, okay? So that's a Kegel, and you're gonna do that Kegel on your exhale. So let's try 5 breaths and then we'll get into the workout, okay? So take an inhale, exhale, pick up the blueberry, inhale to drop the blueberry. Exhale, pick up the blueberry, inhale to drop the blueberry. Good, exhale, inhale, drop. Exhale to pick up, and inhale to drop the blueberry. Good, 2 more. And exhale. 1 more time. Inhale, and exhale. Good job, everyone. So core breath is something I really want you to focus on practicing and really incorporate it into our exercises. So we're going to start off, so you can put your chair or your ball away. We are actually going to use the timer. So the first exercise that we're going to do is called a clamp. So you're going to have your mat with you, and I want you to lie on your side. So you're going to have your hand just around your chest area. This is going to work your hips and your glutes as well. You're going to take a big inhale in. As you exhale, you're going to lift your leg up. So try and have your legs about hip width, about in line with your hips. So you don't want them too far forward or too far back. So just kind of enough to give a gentle curve in your back. Inhale in and then exhale to lift your legs straight up, okay? Let's get started. I'm going to get the timer going.
3, 2, 1.
Good, let's go. Take your inhale to start and exhale to lift your leg up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Now remember, you don't have to bring your legs super high. Wherever you feel comfortable, you want to be able to work your hips and feel it in your glutes as well. Good, exhale up. Inhale down. And exhale up. Inhale down. And exhale up. Good, staying where you are. You're gonna come up onto your elbow. Have your hand on your hip. You're gonna take an inhale in, and then when you exhale, you're gonna bring your hips forward. Inhale down. Exhale, bring your hips forward. Inhale down. Exhale, hips come forward. Really make sure you get all of that breath out. So even if you have to pause when you come up and then inhale to come down, I'd rather you do that than try and do it really quickly. These core exercises are really about taking the time to connect your breath with the movement. Good. Inhale down and then exhale to come up. squeeze your bum. Again, this is working your glutes and your hips as well as your obliques. Inhale down. Exhale to come up. Good, and really making sure that your shoulder's in line with your elbow. Good, okay, so we're gonna try this on the other side. So we're gonna do clam on the other side. So having your arms straight out, bringing your knees together, a gentle curve in your back. You're always gonna start with your inhale. So take a big inhale in.
Begin.
Exhale to lift your leg up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Now if you wanted to try the Kegel, you would try the Kegel as you exhale and bring your leg up, and then inhale to release your Kegel. Exhale to bring the leg up, Kegel in, inhale to drop it down. But again, if that's too much movement, too much thinking, just focus on the core breath without the Kegel. Or even just do maybe 3 with the Kegel and then do the rest without. Eventually the Kegel will come. It's always about practice. Good, exhale to come up. Inhale down. Inhale down. Good, all right, coming up, making sure our shoulder's in line with our elbow, hand on the hip. Good, you're gonna take your inhale to start.
Begin.
And exhale, bring your hips up. Inhale down. And exhale to bring your hips up. Good, inhale down. And exhale, hips come up. Good, keep it going. Good, bringing your hips forward. So you're gonna squeeze your glutes as you bring your hips forward. I'm just gonna bring myself a little bit closer to you guys. You guys keep going. Good. There we go. Now you can see me a little bit better. Inhale down, and then exhale to bring those hips forward. Remember, expand your rib cage out, fill the umbrella. So expand the rib cage. Think of that umbrella. 5 seconds. Good. Okay, we're gonna go on our back now. So we're gonna do a bridge. So I want you to bring your fingertips, reach them to your heels, bring your feet pelvis width apart, slide down a little bit. Good, and gentle curve in your back, but have your neutral pelvis. You're gonna take your inhale to start.
Begin.
Exhale, lift your hips up. Good, inhale down. Exhale up. Remember, think about that 3 count. And always do that little pause. Inhale down, and then exhale up. Really think about driving your heels into the floor as you bring your hips up. Squeeze your glutes, and then inhale to come down. Let's try that with the Kegel. Exhale to come up, Kegel in. Inhale to come down, release. Exhale to come up to Kegel. Inhale to come down to release. Good job. Kegel in as you exhale. Inhale to release. Good job. We're going to do that one more time. So really focus, kind of readjust yourself. Start with that big inhale through the nose.
Begin.
Smell those flowers. Exhale. Bring those hips up. Kegel in. Inhale to release down. Exhale to lift up. Squeeze your glutes. Inhale to come down. Always think about closing your eyes. Really think about filling those ribs. And then exhale. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh man. Exhale to come up. And then inhale down. A lot of concentration. Nice work, everyone.
Resting.
Good, rest it out. Okay, we're gonna do a one-legged bridge. So this time we're gonna stay in the same position. You're gonna inhale in, exhale to bring your one leg up, bringing your hips up. Inhale to come down. Exhale, you're gonna bring the other leg up. Inhale to come down. Let's go. Take your inhale to start, and exhale. Really try and make that breath vocal. You see how I'm pausing though? You're taking the movements nice and slow. Think of it as you're breathing to the movement. Good, inhale down. Exhale to bring those hips up. Inhale down. Good, big exhale. And inhale down. Exhale up. Good job, everyone. We'll do that one more time. If you can add in your Kegel this round. Good, let's go. Start with your inhale. You always start with the big inhale in. Exhale out. Inhale in. And exhale to come out. Nice and slow, 3 count. Almost there.
Resting.
Okay, we're going to stay on the floor. You're going to have your knees bent. You're going to take an inhale in. As you exhale, you're going to press your palm into your knee. Inhale to come down. Exhale to come up. Press your palm into your knee.
Begin.
Inhale down. Exhale to come up. Good, press it in, giving some engagement in your core as you press your heel into your hand. Slow and controlled.
Resting.
Okay, this time we're going to cross our opposite hand to opposite knee. So my right hand is going to go to my left knee. I'm going to go across the body and press it in
Begin.
to the opposite knee. So inhale to start. Exhale. Inhale down. And exhale. Fill your ribs with air. Remember, sideways breathing. Close the umbrella. Open the umbrella and close the umbrella. Good job, everyone. Okay, now we're going to turn over. And we're going to do something called a crouching plank. So I want your shoulders over your wrists and your knees in line with your hips. You want a gentle curve in the back, but don't thrust your rib cage forward. Toes are going to be curled. You're going to take a big inhale in.
Begin.
As you exhale, you're going to lift your knees off the floor. Inhale to drop. Exhale to lift the knees off the floor. Inhale to drop. So really be mindful with this exercise not to use your shoulders too much. You want to lift up through the navel. So like someone has a string on your back through your navel and they're lifting you up. So you want to use your core to lift yourself up, not your shoulders. Inhale in and then exhale. Come up and just slightly off the floor. Inhale down. Exhale up.
Resting.
Good job. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Good. And if you just need to come off just like an inch, 2 inches, half an inch, everyone's going to be at different levels. But I really like this exercise as an introduction to plank. I think we're getting more of an engagement than if we do just a regular plank, because we're incorporating that core breath, we're getting the pelvic floor engaged.
Resting.
Good job, guys. Okay, next thing we're going to do is a bird dog. So you're going to be on your hands and knees, same position. You want your shoulders in line with your wrists and your knees in line with your hips. You're going to inhale in and exhale, opposite arm and opposite leg go out. Inhale down, exhale, opposite arm, opposite leg. Keeping that gentle curve in your back. And then try and look forward. Try not to drop your head. Inhale down, exhale up. Good, nice and long. Again, engaging the glutes as well, moving the hips, full body movement happening here.
Resting.
Okay, this next round we're going to change it a little bit. We're going to make it a little bit more challenging. So you're going to inhale, exhale to come out, and you're going to bring your elbow to opposite knee.
Begin.
Inhale, and we're going to do this just the same, right to left leg. So inhale to come out, exhale to come in. Ooh, I'm falling over. Good. Okay, I want you to switch to the other side. So switching legs. Legs and arms. Good, bring your elbow to knee. Okay, we're gonna do one more in there. Good job, rest it out. Okay, we're gonna go to standing now. I'm just gonna pause it for a second. So you're gonna slowly come up to standing. I'm gonna set myself as back as far, you guys cannot see my head. Okay, so I may have a little bit of a head cut off here. Okay, so I think you can see me. Can you see the top of my head? Not really. I'm just gonna back the camera up just a tad so you guys can see my full body. Hello. Okay, so we're gonna do a load transfer. So what this is, I don't think that made any better. So you're gonna take an inhale in. As long as you can see from my shoulders down, I'm happy with that. So you want your feet pelvis width apart. You're gonna take an in and you're gonna put your hands on your hips. You're gonna inhale in, exhale, transfer your load to your left leg, inhale down, and exhale to transfer your load to your right leg. One thing you wanna try not to do is shift your hips side to side. You wanna keep your hips in line with each other. So you're gonna use your core to load transfer, because we don't wanna use our hip to transfer our load, we wanna use our core to transfer our load. And our glutes, we also wanna use our hips as well, but we don't just wanna go side to side, because this can cause a lot of hip pain. Okay, so let's get started. We have a couple more minutes. So I want you to get into position, feet pelvis width apart, toes facing forward, hands on your hips. You're gonna take a big inhale through your nose. On your exhale, slightly pick your leg off the floor. Inhale down. And then you're gonna exhale, pick the other leg off the floor. Good, trying to keep the weight on your heels and the outside of your foot. Inhale down, exhale, pick up. Good. Keeping those hips square. So almost having your hands on your hips so you don't feel that shift. We take for granted that load transferring uses our core. If we have a weak core, then it's harder to do lunges, forward lunges, side lunges, reverse lunge. So doing these exercises help to build core stability, and you're able to transfer your load without injury.
Resting.
Because load transferring a lot of the times can lead to knee problems. Good, inhale in, exhale to engage, lift the leg up, inhale down, exhale to engage, lift the leg up. Good, so transfer the load side to side, but I'm still keeping my hips square. Good.
Resting.
Rest it out. Okay, I just made a camera adjustment so you guys can see me better now. Okay, next thing we're gonna do is squats. So you can use your squats and then also incorporate a core exercise into it. And this one I really want you to try and do your Kegel. So you're gonna take an inhale to come down and an exhale to come up. Good, inhale down and exhale to come up. You're gonna Kegel as you exhale. Inhale down and exhale to come up. You want to keep your arms out. I know I don't love doing the arms out, but it does help you get a little bit more stability just in this squat with these core breath, just to start out. But I really want you to make sure you keep those shoulders back, so try not to reach this way, so keep them back and in line with your hips. Good, inhale inhale down. Exhale to come up.
Resting.
Good, rest it out. We're gonna do that one more round. Shoulders back, keep your pelvis in line.
Begin.
Inhale down. Drive your heels in, exhale up. Squeeze your bum, inhale down. Expand the rib cage, exhale. Good, focus on your Kegel. Kegel up. Now release down. Kegel up and release to go down.
Resting.
Good. Okay, now we're gonna do a lunge. So you're gonna have, we'll have your right leg forward, left leg back. So we're gonna still incorporate that core breath. I'm just gonna face the side. You're gonna take your inhale as you come down and exhale to come up. Weight in the front heel.
Begin.
Go inhale down and exhale up. Good. Inhale down. Nice and slow. Exhale up. Get all that air out. Now start that inhale down and exhale up. Weight on your heel on the outside of your foot. Inhale down and exhale up. Good, rest it out. We're going to switch and do the opposite leg. Good, gentle curve in the back. Good, inhale down
Begin.
and exhale up. So as I said before, the movements are going along with your breath. So we breathe and we move together. So something you can incorporate in all of your online workouts with me. Even if it's just taking it on when you're doing lunges, when you're doing squats. The more you practice, the more it will become natural. And the more you'll be getting core engagement. Strengthening those inner core muscles.
And time. Resting. Great effort.
Good job, guys. So that is it. That's your core workout for today. Non-traditional movements, incorporating our breath into our exercises and into our movements. If you have any questions, please let me know. But this is a video I would suggest to do, once a week, and also along with focusing on your core breath and doing it throughout the week, every day. Take time when you brush your teeth, when you're in your car, but please ask me any questions. Good job. Thanks, everybody.